Hey, how you doing? There's been a lot of hustle and bustle going on around the internet marketing world, and specifically in the online network marketing world because of the ZeekRewards website. Interesting thing that happened, and I'm going to go back through and do a little bit of history for you. I posted this blog post back in November when I first heard about ZeekRewards, and there's a lot of people getting involved with it. And I was very clear in the beginning of my post that I did it for traffic. Ultimately, that's why I did it. It wasn't endorsing the company, anything like that. And as I went through and checked out more and more things in the process of my research, I had my reservations. But in the interest of not, bashing other people's companies, it didn't really say a whole lot. It just said, I found that Ziegler had actually launched when the company purchased. The owners purchased another company called iTicket Bid, and they assumed all responsibility for fulfillment of their auctions. Which, and to me, okay, didn't sound that bad. And actually found out that there's three or four different enrollment things for product for the company. Free, silver affiliate, gold affiliate, diamond affiliate. As I worked through and looked through some more stuff, I also learned, the compensation plan is from the outside looking in, it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't something that I was really keen on because you're buying bid packs. Essentially, you're buying bids and then selling bids from pretty much what I could tell from the outside looking in. And I decided back when I did that original post that I was gonna stay away from ZeekRewards. Clearly, it's not for me. There seem to be a lot of things that have to happen in the same order to get your commissions, etc. Cash out is a term that I've heard used recently in a lot of reports, and how quote unquote investors were paid, because that's how you're returned when you join ZeekRewards. You're an investor in it, and you're getting paid off of their commissions. And then later on down the road, I learned that there's a lot of people actually making quite a bit of money from it. So I came back in, and I acknowledged that yeah, there are people that are making money from it. I even did a rewards revisited review. Um, at the time, based off of hearing actual people's results, that was I had to be honest in my blog post. I couldn't tell, hey, stay away from it, and then there's hundreds of people making uh, making tons of money, and what credibility would I have from there? So I redid, edited up the update to my post, and created this video. Today, however, and then a little bit over yesterday, there's a couple things that happened. First off, there's my video. Let me close that. You don't need that. A lot of people showed up to the ZeekRewards.com site, and this is what they found. And there's a lot of questions going on, like what's going on, what happened. Ultimately, what happened is the DailyDispatch.com was the first post essentially to bring it up. As the SEC shuts down Zeke, and this page has actually been updated from the beginning because when I first started talking about it, it wasn't that the SEC shut it down. It's just that workers came to the Zeekler.com site or building, and it was closed. And there's a lot of people guessing, and it wasn't until the SEC's filing showed up that people knew exactly what was going on. So I wanted to, kind of break it down for you uh, in my way. A layman's interpretation of what was happening, and it's basically what SEC declared was that uh, Zeke Rewards was a Ponzi scheme. Now, basically, what that means is uh, you sign up, and then you pay your money with the guarantee that Zeke is actually going to pay you some money collectively based off of the company's profits. Uh, Unfortunately, they're saying that hey, they had a lot more profits originally. They weren't bringing in as much as they turned out to have, and actually, what they were bringing in is, for in the example that they gave in their filing, was they were bringing in 162 million, but they had a profit payout commitment of 160 million, which is just barely enough to do it. And this is how they were doing it. They bring you in and you pay them money with the promise of uh, a commission or a representation of their profits. In order to do that, they would bring in other people who would also bring in give them money, and this money that these people brought into you into Ziegler were used to pay their due out commissions to you. And now, obviously, they have to pay these 4 people too, right? So what they have to do is bring in more people. Now, the way I'm doing this, it kind of looks like a pyramid scheme. You can think of it that way. It's just essentially the same concept. Uh, Bringing in more people to pay for the commission of the people underneath you, and it continues to go, and it goes and goes and goes. And the last one you heard of, since before this, it's real famous, is the Madoff Ponzi scheme, where they're getting investors too. So here's something that I want to say to the people that got caught up in this. One, you can't blame yourself. This is a classic case of people using a marketing system or method, mainly network marketing, or more commonly known as MLM, to take advantage of you and your abilities to market their system in order to take advantage of other people. And it's very, very unfortunate that you got caught up in this. There's a guy, and reading the SEC complaint, I don't know, if it's true or not. Like I said, this is just my interpretation of it. But the guy that's responsible for all of this looks like he's gonna get fined and pay back some money, and they're gonna leave it at that. Which hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully there's some legal, criminal ramifications to this guy as well. It looks like that has agreed to settle the SEC charges against him without admitting or denying the allegations. Uh, Basically, it sounded to me like, hey, we're okay. Yeah, I got caught. I'm not going to say that I got caught. I'm not going to say that I did anything wrong. But all right, you say I did something wrong, so here's the money back, and we'll try to make it better. So it comes out to me that this guy, he took advantage of network marketers. He took advantage of you, and then he used your credibility, your ability to uh, develop know, like, and trust people to sign up with you in order to make money and fill money in his pocket. And luckily, the SEC and North Carolina Attorney General and a couple other organizations were involved, and they caught this dude before too much damage can be made. Now, I'm not, trust me, I am not minimizing $375 million, but I'm sure that had not people like the SEC or the Attorney General of North Carolina stepped in, it could have been a lot worse. So here's what I want you to say. I want to say, one, don't blame yourself. The blame is not yours. Okay, the blame is not yours. You didn't rip people off. I don't want you to run around apologizing to people that you brought into the business as a personal thing. I want you to be able to tell these people that, hey, we all got scammed on this one, and unfortunately, they used the network marketing, direct marketing, MLM, whatever you want to call it, model to take advantage of you. And second, remember this too: don't quit. Don't throw in the towel on network marketing. Residual income is the number one way to uh, to wealth, to freedom, whatever you want to put. Robert Kiyosaki said it himself. Buy everything that you want to buy. Just do it on a residual income, not on your paycheck. And you can't do that if you quit. So don't quit. You obviously know that network marketing works. You know that the system works. You just have to be able to. Eventually, you got to trust somebody. You know what I'm saying? ZeekRewards obviously took advantage of that. Other companies, Herbalife by Salis, Amway, Numis, whatever floats your boat, those companies are, you know, here to stay. My company, Visalis, here to stay. They're actually going in initial public offering, maybe soon. Rumors have it. So uh, there's tons of things that you can do to recover from this. So don't freak out. Tell your downline, your team, not to freak out. And number three, that I need you should have already been implementing, but if you're not, now you know the importance of, and that is personal branding. Uh, you know, like they say in magnetic sponsoring, the U Incorporated, that's what you need to be branding. And I've always said it all along. You can go on my site and you'll see a lot of different company reviews. There's a couple pages in there that are hidden that you might get to through SEO. But all in all, you really can't say that I'm tied down to one company. And to be quite honest, I'm not tied down to one company. I have multiple streams of income, as you have. What is consistent across the board is my U Incorporated, my personal branding, and you need that too. So when something like this does happen, whether it be affiliate marketing offer, internet marketing, network marketing, or you're investing in Wall Street and you find out that Bernie Madoff came back and did it again to a few billion people, or whatever it is that happens that's bad, that you incorporated is never damaged. You incorporated still goes on, and you can pick up right where you left off and keep on going and duplicate it over and over and over again. So ZeekRewards people, I apologize this happened to you. Please, please, please don't disregard this great business model that you now know works. Obviously it works, because of how powerful it was. It's $375 million worth of uh, due to investors to date. Uh, you know, Network marketing works, and that's how they picked up on that, and these criminals took advantage of you. So let's show them that, hey, you may have won that little fight, but we're going to win the war. And while you're paying back the SEC charges, we're going to go on, do great and wonderful things, make more money, and help people versus taking advantage of them like you did. So that's my take on it. I hope you appreciate where I'm coming from. Remember, ZeekRewards.com no longer available. You can see the SEC press release. Just you can look it up, or you can go to uh, you go to SEC News press release, 2012 press release number 160, and you'll see the ZeekRewards that I referenced here, or just search for it. I'm sure it'll be all over the internet, and you'll find it in Facebook and such. So, hey, it sucks, folks. If you're involved in it, stay on the SEC site, listen to the news, find out how to recoup some of your money, drive on, and let's go somewhere else.